Hello everyone, this is Sindhu David. Welcome you all once again after a long break to the computer online class. In today's video, I will teach you Unit 3 Digital Documentation. This is my video number 3. Unit 3 Digital Documentation Part 3.
Now children, let's learn some more options which make your editing work very easy. First, I will teach you find and replace. This feature is used to search for a text and replace it with other text. Like if you want to change the word Nagpur with Indore in your entire document, so you have to click on edit menu. One dialog box will appear. Here you have to select find and replace. Under this find, you have to type the word which you want to replace. I want to replace Nagpur. Then I want to replace the word Nagpur with the word Indore. And this correction I want in entire text wherever it is written Nagpur, I want to change with the Indore. So find all and replace all. You can see the effect. Earlier it was Indore, now it is Nagpur. Now see the other option, jumping to the page number. Suppose you are working with a large data and your file is very lengthy and you want to go directly to a particular page, then you just click on edit and click on the dialog box. You choose go to page. Here you type the page. Here it will show you the how many pages are there in your file. I want to go to the page number 3. Okay, it will go to the first character of the page which you have chosen to go. You can use this, otherwise you can use the shortcut key also, that is Control G. The same dialog box will appear. You just press which page number you want to go. Okay, now we are at page number 2, first character. How you can see here page number 2 of 3, and here it is the first column of the page. Now we will see how to see the non-printing character on the screen. In computer data entry, anything entered is treated as a character. We can use the characters like alphabets, number, punctuation marks on the computer screen. But when we press key like enter, the space bar and the tab key, they do not appear on the screen. We are actually entering these characters in the document. So it is very helpful to set these non-printing characters on the display to see the exact formatting of the document. To display the non-printing characters like space bar, enter or tab key, we have to use the shortcut key Control and F10. Control and F10. Now you can see all the non-printing character appears on the screen. You can see wherever you have given the tab key, you have used the tab key or enter key. This is the enter key because I just simply came by pressing the enter key to the next line. You can see all these non-printing characters or tab keys on the screen. This will help you how you have made this space by using the tab key. So in this way you can see the non-printing characters also on the screen. Once again, now if you don't want to see these non-printing characters or keys on your screen, once again you press Ctrl and F10, it will disappear from your screen. Let's learn about checking spelling and grammar. While writing a report on paper, sometimes we may not remember the spelling of some words. In this situation, we refer to the books or confirm the spelling from teachers or parents. Also, while word processing a document, we may commit spelling mistake. In such case, the writer help us to correct the spelling. It also provides a grammar checker to check the grammar of the sentence. It can be used separately or in combination with the spelling checkers. This is one of the important features of any word processing application. If any grammatical errors are detected, they are underlined by a wavy blue line. Right clicking on the line brings up a context menu as shown. Context menu. The first entry in the menu describes the suspected broken grammatical rule. We can do the correction as suggested. So after typing a paragraph of a report, one can check the spellings and grammar. A spelling checker checks to see if each word in the document is in the installed dictionary. The grammar checker can be used separately or in combination with the spelling checking. To check the spelling and grammar of the document, you select the text. Suppose I am not confirmed that this spelling is correct. So I simply click over there. Then I go to tool menu. In this tool menu, I will click on spelling. It will suggest me all the possible spellings. So here I can confirm this is the correct spelling of visited. I simply click over there and I don't want to go another. I simply close. Now you can see this spellings already corrected by the word processor. Student, for the spelling checking, you can use the automatic spell checker also. To again go to the tools and just click on automatic spell check. It checks each word as it is typed and displays a wavy red line under any unrecognized word. You can see customer is not found in the dictionary of the word processor. It is unrecognized word, that is why this wavy red line appears under this all unrecognized words. Like right click on an unrecognized word to open a context menu. If I click over here and just press the right click, so it will show the certain suggestion will disappear for the selected word. Click on the most appropriate word out of the suggested words to replace the underlined word. After making correction, the line disappears. I cannot change because this is the correct name, though it is not found in the dictionary. Students, sometimes you need a synonyms. Synonyms, the word which is having the same meaning. Different words with the same meaning. And antonyms also. The list of the synonyms can be accessed from a context menu. I want to know the synonyms of the word visited. I simply click over there and then right click. Here I will get the synonyms. What are the synonyms of visiting? All the possible words. A sub-menu of alternative words and the phrases are displayed. Now click on the word or phrase in the sub-menu to replace it with the highlighted word or phrase in the document. I want sojourn. Now you can see the visited is changed with the synonyms sojourn. This is the another feature of word. Now children, I will tell you the page setup. To set up a page means to fix the size of the paper and you can adjust the orientation as portrait or landscape, or you can fix the margins left, right, top and bottom. You have to click on format menu. Here you go to the page style. The page style dialog box will appear on the screen. Just click on page. When you click on page, you will get this dialog box. In that you can choose the page length, which type of paper you want to use. I want to use for the common document, we are using A4 size paper. So So here it is A4 size. What will be the width, what will be the height, it will come. You can have the portrait or you can change to the landscape. Here you can see this is called portrait and this is called landscape. I want only portrait. Then I can fix the left margin, I can change right margin as well as top margin and bottom margin. I can change the layout setting also from the right to left, or I have the another option only right only left. Page number, if I want to uh, display on the screen, that can be done. And once I fixed everything, simply click on apply. Okay, and this page setup you can see. In fact, you cannot see, but if you are going to print and print a preview, you can see the effect of your page setting. Margins as well as it is portrait and size of the paper is A4 size. Okay, now close the print preview and you can come to your document. Now see how to format text. You can format the text by using this option. You first select this line. Now you change the font size. You can change the font size from here. You can change the font style, how you want, bold, italics, underline. In this way you can change the font style. Then you can change the font type. When you click over here, you will get one sub menu. In that you choose whichever font you like, and you can change the font color also. You can see here one big A. When you click over there, you will get the colors. Now this, in this way you can change the font size, type, style and color. This is the common text formatting. Children, you can change the text case also by using the format menu. Click, I told you, if you want to select a paragraph, you have to press the mouse button 4 times. Now this whole paragraph gets selected. Go to the format, text and uppercase. Now you can see the whole paragraph. So all the letters are in a capital letter. Again I want to change. I go to the text. Already my text is selected and lowercase. Now you can see all the letters are only in lowercase also. If you don't want to make this correction, you simply click on undo button. Now I will show you how to use subscript and superscript. Yes, I have typed over here the formula of water H2O. I'm making it little bigger so you can see it clearly. So how I can change? I can change the size of the font 32. Now you can see clearly. And this 2 should be down near the edge. So I selected the, first of all, any formatting you have to select the text where you want to get your formatting should be done or where you want the changes. So I want to change this 2. I selected the 2. Then I will go to the format, text and subscript. You can see here. Now it is the correct formula of H2O. Suppose you are typing any of the number or square, so 2 into 2, this 2 I want as a 2 square 2. I select the 2 and I go to the format, text and superscript. Now you can see, now simply changed into 2 square 2. In this way you can have the superscript and subscript, and you can very easily type the maths formula and as well as the science formula you can type in your file.
With this we come to an end. I suggest you children to download LibreOffice Suite in your system and practice whatever you have learned. Thanks for watching.